So guys, welcome back. Today we will be taking a look, as you can see here, at the Bachmann Alco 260 steam locomotive with DCC and sound, of course. I try to get most of my engines with with DCC and sound. So yeah, we'll be taking a look at it. I'm very excited for this thing to come because I actually didn't get this from the Bachmann website. I got this, or from my dealer. I got this from modeltrainstuff.com. So we'll be seeing how good they took care of this thing. Seeing if it's any good. Then I can get stuff for cheaper. Let's go ahead and open it up. Nice hard plastic protective things. Oh, all sorts of paperwork in here. We got, let's see. Gosh, there's a lot of paper. I'm guessing warranty card. Fold that back up. Catalog subscription. Let's see, what are you? Yellow thing. An important notice of some sort. I had to turn it sideways so you can actually see it. Sorry about that. Let's see. Some sort of important notice, which I'll read later. Let's see. Aha. Exploded parts diagram. Problems. Exploded parts diagram, which you kind of have to, I really need to figure out the camera positioning a little bit better, but hey, whatever. Exploded parts diagram. Oh, this is the warranty thing. Alright, so got the warranty and whatnot. And then, of course, we have the quick start guide, which tells you, so you got like an overview. It says some features. It's got the function keys. That kind of stuff. So, now we're going to get to the part that I know all of you guys are watching this video for, the locomotive itself. Now in the cardboard box that this was shipped in, there was a little piece of paper here from modeltrainstuff.com, a packing slip. And it says, please be sure to inspect your merchandise upon delivery. Apparently I need to do that. But guess what? It's a review. I'm doing that anyway. So we got some pretty nice packing here with some nice soft plastic in between the locomotive and the hard plastic to protect it. So here it is. The pilot wheels are way over there. Okay. Fix that problem. So here it is. This thing looks really good. So let's go over some details on this thing, and then we'll check operation. So turning it over here, looking at the front, you'll notice this time at the beginning of the video I had the light, and I still have the light, because it is a lot easier to see some of the detail. Kind of angle this so you can see it a bit better. So we've got a nice road pilot assembly, plastic coupler there. I honestly have no problem with the plastic couplers. The only time I've ever had plastic couplers break is when you ram them into things. Don't do that, and you should be fine. Let's see. We got, whatever that thing is. Light number board here on the front, and that is clearly legible. Smokestack, of course. Coupler cut lever. Moving along here to the side, which you should be able to see pretty well. Let me just get the light. If it's a little bit glary, that's because you need the light to see some of these details. Well, for the camera to pick them up. So we got the little thing, the plaque on the side, which I can't tell if that's readable or not. But that's just because there's a big light thing in the way, and I'll check that later and put it in the video. Let's see, but on this forward dome here, the number is clearly legible. You probably can't see it because, well, the camera doesn't necessarily pick that up all that well, but I can see it. Trust me, it's there. We got the thing here, and I can't for the life of me remember what that's called. Sorry, guys. We got a nice bell, which does not move. It is a stationary bell. We got, some other brass details. The dynamo, I believe that's the dynamo. Let's see. Nice assembly down here. Some detail right there, which I don't know that you guys can see. Let me move the thing up a little bit. Yeah, now you guys can see it. Some detail right there. Post in the comments if you know what this thing is here, because I don't know what that is called. Of course, this is the ATSF one. There aren't cab figures, is the thing. Some people don't like ghost trains with no cab figures. This thing does not actually have cab figures, and there's none with it that you can install, but that's perfectly fine, to be honest. I am not that picky. So nice rivet detail on the tender here. Kind of get that a little bit closer. Nice rivet detail. Perfectly legible number here. Unless I move the camera or tilt the engine, you guys can't see it. But it's a pretty realistic coal load. A bit shiny for my taste, but pretty realistic. You got the light here, which I'll show you whenever we turn it again, which I will do now. On the back, numbers clearly legible. Nice ladder, some grab irons, plastic coupler. And like I said, the light, the backup light. And you guys can't see it, but there is a little bit of backhead detail. No, you guys aren't going to be able to see that. There is just a little bit of backhead detail. It's kind of subtle, but not too shabby. And then, of course, on this side, it's basically the same as the other side, except there isn't that thing, which I asked you guys to name for me, because I don't know what it is actually called. So yeah, that's pretty much the engine. So now I'm going to go over to the layout and show you guys some of the functions and sounds in operation. Thing on the tracks now. You'll notice the light, kind of bad, sorry about that. This is a darker corner whenever on camera. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the track power now. You might have heard some beeping, buzzing noises. Yeah, it just kind of does that. Let's see, I'll use this one. Oh, right. Alright, it'll just be 1 second, guys. I gotta take a different engine with the same address off. I haven't we haven't. Engine I'm taking off here needs to be taken off specifically because, well, it has no numbers or anything for that matter on the side. Alright, so there we go. The reason it turned off like that was specifically because I had a different engine I was running earlier with that same loco address, and I turned it off with that. So, let me just take a look at the functions here on the quick start guide. We got F0 is the headlight, as you can tell. Yeah, this controller doesn't. It has some difficulty sometimes, but it didn't work, dude. Hang on, there's a plug over here. It works, yay. Okay, so that being the case, give me just 1 second, guys. I gotta switch controllers to the good controller because I don't know what the problem is with the other controller. Alright, there we go. So, we got the bell. Kind of reminds me, it sounds a little bit like a bell from a different engine I have. But a little bit faster. Actually, you know what? It sounds like the bell on one of my Diesel's 6388. But that's not important. We got the whistle. We got the short whistle that was F2, of course. Short whistle is F3. Steam release is F4. F5 is nothing. F6 is smoke, but you know, if Broadway Limited can't put smoke units in there like Mikados, which have because of boiler diameter, then these things, which have a much smaller boiler diameter, well, there's definitely not going to be any in this. So that means F6 does nothing. F7 is dimmer. Yeah, you can tell. And of course F8 is mute. And that's actually all the functions. Let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead. Usually I would test going forwards first, but because of where it is in frame, I'm gonna go backwards first because you'll be able to see it a little bit better. So let's see. Go ahead and get it going. I'll count out the speed steps for you. 1. It's a little bit choppy, but most locomotives in general usually are at speed step 1, 2. Oh, that's a lot better. 3, 4, 5. Let me bring it back. 1, 2. Problem. 2, 3, 4, 5. So it runs pretty good. Let's actually check its. I want to check its sound when mute. See how much noise it makes while mute. 1, no noise at all. 2, 3, 4, 5. No noise at all. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing is a very quiet engine. The sounds aren't super loud either, which is not necessarily a problem. You don't need sounds to be like super loud, but yeah. Anyway, so overall, I think it's a pretty good engine. I really like the sound. I especially like the whistle. It's a whistle. It's a sound we don't have on our layout until now. I mean, there's only one locomotive that has a even slightly similar whistle, which we won't get into right now. But it's a little bit deeper. I really like the whistle on this engine. And by the looks of it, model train stuff did keep this thing pretty well. They didn't do. Oh, right. I forgot about the vents at the top. They are in one position. But yeah, so they did a pretty good job of keeping this engine undamaged and everything. So I am looking forward to buying more stuff from them because they sell stuff for way cheaper than the manufacturer. And I'm not even 20 yet, so I'm currently using my grandma as the where I get the money for these engines, and of course she's happy to help out with that. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is I really like the engine. I'm looking forward to buying more stuff from modeltrainstuff.com, and of course I actually looked on their website. One of the engines I want to get in the future, somewhat soon in the future, they don't actually have, so I'll still be getting things from the manufacturer, but the point is I really like the engine. It's a really good engine. Criticism I have about it is it doesn't have cab figures. Honestly, other than that, it's a good engine. And the thing is, I actually have not, this is something, I've never actually seen one of these, like the prototype of this, so I have no idea if it's prototypical or not. I'm just going to assume that it is and move on. One thing I will say, Bachmann has been getting a lot better. Their engines have been getting a lot better. They used to be crap. I have like 2 Bachmann engines sitting over there in my sort of workshop area that are they're just sitting over there just dead. They're horrible. They always run pretty bad. It used to be I had 3 sitting over there, but then I fixed one, which I will show you guys in a video eventually. You guys can see it, and I'll point it out to you. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here, and leave y'all with the run-by. Like I said, not much criticism about this thing. I really like this engine. It runs pretty good. Whenever it's mute, it runs completely silent, which I think is pretty awesome. Pretty good. I'll have to take a look at it a bit later, but as far as faster speeds. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews, builds, and of course train action. And this will actually be going out right before my the videos from my trip to Colorado. We went to Chama, New Mexico, and Durango, Colorado. So y'all will get to see all of that stuff. If you don't know about either of those things, then you have to watch those videos about the Cumbres and Toltec and the Durango and Silverton that I'm going to post shortly after this one. Well, not super shortly, but over the course of a couple days after this video. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with a bit of a run by on this thing, and we will hopefully see most of you who watch this next time. Bye.